we up? Looks like we're up. The test subjects. Okay, friends, so in the last VOD, the test subjects, I think we were only like 80 days in. You'll notice we're 191 days in now. It occurred to me that we've got, what, like 2 or 3 weeks until the DLC is out. And at the rate we were going at, we wouldn't be able to get near the end game at any time soon. So I did a fair amount of offline grinding, as you can see. Pretty much the same group of lads. We've still got the 3 overwhelmed tank lads. They all have this build. Students mandatory, recovery is mandatory, quick hands I think is mandatory because all of these guys have got like melee skill in the 50s. Which is pretty awful, so they're really only using the axes with the axe mastery to break shields, and then they switch to boar spears. Eventually we'll upgrade those to fighting spears for a bit more damage. So that's their weapons they use. Then we've got Dankovsky the dagger lad, 92 melee skill at 12, not bad. If like shield expert was needed, his defense still isn't great. Hit points okay, his fatigue is fine. He can, for 2 turns in a row, he can use puncture. Then only he has to catch his breath. And normally in those first 2 turns, with using puncture and berserk and killing frenzy, he's killed a couple lads and the battle is pretty much won, against organics at least. Super duper noob, the duelist, our dumb wild man, it's only level 10. It's taken him like 110 days to get just up to level 10. So he's a duelist. Well, hang on, that means I need to remove that. So he can put his shield away and get the extra damage. And 50% of that will go straight through armor. 45 will go through armor. That's like 18 to 42. That's pretty good. At least when he hits with Duelist, and unless he's attacking a Battleforge target, then he should be making the enemy roll for morale. That's good. I want to pick up a Shamshir on him whenever I can. We've got 4 Greatsword lads. There's 2 light armor Greatsword guys going the standard nimble build. There's the other one, Sigmar. Reach advantage. I think for my light armor Greatsword guys, we're actually going to stick with the war brands. Because in total, if you attack twice and hit both, that's 100 to 150 damage. Whereas the Greatsword is 85 to 100. So actually, 2 hits with a war brand is better than 1 hit with a Greatsword. Just the Greatsword is better at split though, 85 to 100. So really the Warbrand is better for single target. But anyway, we've actually got 4 Greatsword guys. We've got 2 light Greatsword lads. And then 2 heavy armor Greatsword lads. But as you can see, the 2 heavies still need some leveling. We've got the 4 crossbow guys. All of them with Executioner, Crippling, Strike, Bullseye. All of them. 3 of them are around like 87. And then Marden is at 101. He's a bit of a beast. I was hoping at this point I would have got them the tier 3 crossbows by now, but I've been buying, as you can see, a lot of armor. We've got 2 sets of noble mail. We're killing a lot of dire wolves, which I think these armor attachments are actually the very best. They only add, what, 15 armor, but they don't weigh anything. We do, KK. There's loads of unnamed brothers. All of the tank ones are unnamed. The Dagger Lad is taken. Duelist is taken. Any of the 4 Greatsword lads are available. We've got 2 shield breaker. Okay, Britnoth is taken, the 1 shield breaker. And where's the other shield breaker? He is somewhere. Duelist, axe tank, Greatsword, Greatsword, crossbow, bannerman, crossbow, Greatsword, shield breaker. Oh yeah, here's the 2 shield breakers. Britnoth, okay, Torkel's available. They're both light armor shield breakers. We've only got 2 lads that are going to be heavy armor guys. So this was meant to be experimentation, and I think I might have to give up this fight actually. KK, one of the Greatsword ones. Let's see, this Sigmar is taken. Where's the other light armor Greatsword dude? Svein. I'm just gonna give you 1. Giving you 2 brothers is a little cheeky. That's not going to happen. He's more useful using the axe to break shields, I think.
Good tonight. Will you
hey,
come with me
Modern.
to Camelot and
Thank you. Oh, you gave us... What's that? Pride flower. Cool. Martin, you're still around, mate. Look at this. Level 12, 101 range skill. How many kills you got? 180 kills in 190 days. I need to invest in tier 3 crossbows. Anyway, I think I need to abandon this mission. So we've got 4 auxiliaries, a dozen legionaries, ancient horrors, and a priest. If all 4 of my greatsword lads and shield breakers were fully leveled, I could have just left the crossbow guys behind and done this. But we don't have what it takes to win this fight. One thing that's been quite interesting to learn from these axe tanks, they are okay, but they're really not great. The overwhelm is kind of useful, but they just don't do any damage. And then on the front line we've got the dagger lad, who obviously has issues, and then that's a duelist who's almost level 11. Oh yeah, the 3 arrows banner is pretty cool. Let's give it a try, but we are going to get ruined in this fight. No, I have to abandon this. There's no way I can win that. Maybe if we can pull some other enemies in there with us to help us fight. Let's see if we can find some barbarians to help us with that. Wolf stop. Ooh, Alp Trophy necklace. Definitely need that. We have some low-level lads that need that. Who's low-level? Caspar is low-level. And Ulfert. Okay, actually 48, he's fine. 43, 41, 49, 51. 40s, 50s, and resolve. One thing I realized is, way early on in the campaign, I messed up the level and the order in which I took the ambitions. I never took the ambition that could give me a sergeant at the time, because I was waiting to have someone with sergeant, and then I missed my chance. I never got to get a banner, a sash. That's cost us a good 30 resolve. It's funny with the headshots, like, you kind of don't notice the headshots going off a lot of the time. Because when you're fighting organics, a lot of times what will happen is, typically you hit the enemy in the body. With crippling strike you inflict a wound. Then the second shot tends to finish them off with executioner, whether it hits the head or not. What we would need is to hit like an orc in the head to be able to actually get a good idea of whether it's actually doing anything. Or fight some unholds, and I think now that we've got level 11s on the front line, all of which have Indom on the front line. Okay, Super needs 1 more level, then he'll have Indom. Is there a training hall around here? Yeah, there is. First Gimmelberg Company. War dog, dogfighting, never. Right, we need to get paid now. We've only got like 2 days left worth of salary. Oh, what's that? Oh, don't tell me I've missed 2 groups of barbarians. I hope they're gonna chase us. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, Dankovsky. Whoa, shit. That is a metric arseload of barbarians. If we can get away from these lads, we can hopefully get them to follow us. We pull them into that job we're doing with the undead. Because we do not have the kind of team that can take on that ruin. We've kind of put together a team that's really only good against organic targets, and even then not that good. I mean, like, now that we're 190 days in, I haven't really learned that much from this experimentation run. It's really just confirmed things that I've kind of already known, which is that light armor is not at all viable on the front line, no matter how good your defensive numbers are. Like, if I'm building a tank, you know, he's got even like 60 melee defense or above, which you can get to. But I did read on the wiki that defense actually, past 40 defense, it only increases, what's the word? It falls off exponentially. So if your brother's defense shows as 100, it's effectively only 75 or something like that. So basically, I think all defense above 40 falls off by 25%. I found the ice cave. We can try to do the ice cave.
Good tonight. Will you come with me to Camelot and join?
What's up, DC?
Hey Stobbie, what's your thoughts on the new DLC coming?
For my thoughts on the new DLC coming, I suggest you go to the YouTube channel and check out the videos entitled Dev Blog Review. There's... oh God, it would take me like an hour to talk about all the stuff in the DLC. Okay, here's the too long didn't read. I'm so hyped. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Most of all, I am looking forward to the new battle maps, the backgrounds that we're going to be playing on. I'm skeptical about the firearms. What's up, Martin? I'm skeptical about the firearms, but I hope it's going to go well. I just think it's going to totally revitalize the whole game. I want to see some tweaks made, though, to light armor perks to make the light armor builds more viable. I feel like the only real option for a viable light armor build is initiative dependent with dodge. But the problem I find with that is you then need to be leveling up fatigue and initiative every level. So then you have to go for a bit of hit points, but then you aren't going for melee skill or melee defense. So I think what they have to do is, and they might have done this already, there was some debate about this on the last stream. My recollection and understanding of what I've seen from the wiki is that initiative is tied to your fatigue, which is to say that your initiative can never be higher than your fatigue. So I've always been in the habit of making sure that, like here on Super Duper, see, he's got dodge and relentless. So 80 fatigue, 76 initiative. If it was the other way around, he would only have, if the initiative was 80, it would only show as 75. We'll just pay attention to see how much dodge he's getting. Well, Mizuma, you want to get in, lad? Let's see what's available. The duelist is taken. There's 3 overwhelming light armor tanks available. There's a heavy greatsword lad in training. Another heavy greatsword lad in training. Shield breaker, level 8 available. Let's see, all the crossbowmen are taken. But the 4th headshot crossbow lad's available. I really want this other group of barbarians. Okay. Oh yes, and the arena, of course. I can't wait for the arena. I think we are going to try the gladiators background first. I want to start playing in the arena from day one, and I want to see if it's viable to on day one go into the arena and to see how well you can do, if at all. Okay, so here's how this battle's going to go down. The barbarians I expect are going to get ruined by the undead. The undead are the real threat. So just for this first turn, we're going to go down and left. And then we're going to start going up and left. And hopefully pull all of these barbarians into the undead. And then we're literally going to spend 3 or 4 turns moving here, then there, then there, then there. Let the undead take 4 turns fighting the barbarians, and then we're going to try give a reach around on the undead. The old reach around. And can I just point out, Super Duper Noob is a wild man, so minus 15 experience, and he's dumb. So he has been with us for how long? 137 days, and he's level 10 in 137 days. So I've been trying to keep on giving him the training experience, but fuck. It has been such an epic training his dumbass. What do you think of the new onesie? It's a zebra onesie. Look, it's even got a mane, and it comes with a tail. The first crisis has come and gone. The first crisis was greenskins, which we largely missed, and now we're in the midst of an undead crisis. I was really hoping for Civil War because I wanted to then pick up crossbows from the arbalesters, but typical, that's what we needed the most, so we didn't get it. Donkey, I did a lot of offline grinding. So what I explained at the start of the stream was we've got like what, 2 or 3 weeks till the DLC is out. If I only played 2 hours or so a week, as I currently was on this campaign, we would never get anywhere close to the late game before the DLC drops, and we got to can this campaign. So I thought I'd better do a lot of offline grinding. I just want to rush us to a position where we have a whole bunch of level 11s. So currently we've got all 4 of our crossbowmen are fully leveled. I just need to level up the shield breakers and the 4 great sword users. If I had all 4 of my great sword users leveled up, we would have a better chance against these undead. I think pretty soon actually, if we find the witch's hut, we can try to take it on. Because we have a dagger specialist, Dankovsky, with 92 melee skill. If we give him the witch's dagger, that could be quite interesting. And then we could potentially try the Kraken fight, get the lightning sword for Super Duper, our sword duelist. Male strip club, lol. I can only imagine how little money I'd make. But yeah, I want to see what we can do with a duelist on that lightning sword. But honestly, I mean, when we did the Kraken last time, it was a 2-hour epic. It was so unpleasant. Yeah, dude, I agree. The fight against Kraken, it's arse. It's absolutely arse. I briefly thought whether if you had a few pole hammers, you might be able to actually bash down the Kraken's armor, but it's got 5,000 armor. I mean, if you are doing, let's say, 200 armor damage a swing, and you've got 4 pole hammers, you could do 800 a turn. It would still take like 10 turns to beat its armor down. And then you got to start getting its hit points down. All the while, you are 2 squares away from it, and if anyone gets within 1 square, they die instantly. I heard that you needed to kill the arms to a certain point. After that, you certainly need to attack the head to make progress. Well, we killed it in the last playthrough only by killing the tentacles. It may well be that once you kill a certain amount of tentacles, that then its armor changes or whatever, but just the fact that you're fighting in a swamp, it's exhausting to keep killing the tentacles. If you want to kill the body directly, it is fraught with danger because you have to be within 2 squares of it. So 1 tentacle can grab you and pull you in a single turn into the mouth. So as so often happens with this game, because your brother's dying is permanent, it kind of forces you into playing hyper defensively, which is obviously not fun. Wonder how the barbarians are doing. So yeah, on the whole theme of this playthrough not telling me anything new, the crossbow lads, it's fucking great when you're fighting against human targets. The headshots, you know, you pretty much one or two shot most things, but for every other enemy type, they're thoroughly underwhelming. And I've got 4 of them to try to make up for the fact that they each only shoot once a turn. And I've given them all Berserk, but even with Berserk, they pretty much only attack once every second turn if they're lucky. It's not great. Well, Donkey, I mean, I didn't find that you have to... I mean, look, I'm not disagreeing. It is true that you would do well to custom make a team just for that fight. But I think the real thing you have to custom make or build a team from the ground up for is the Black Monolith fight. If you don't have the perfect setup for the Black Monolith, you're going to get ruffle stomped, as we did. I still think you can get away with a suboptimal team against the Kraken. All you need really is 12 fighting spears, and it's just a bummer. Fighting the Kraken is just a bummer. Go on, lads. Oh, this bullshit. Modern, are you talking about our playthrough? Yes, we spent almost 2 hours doing the Kraken fight. We don't have a single Warhammer in this group. Yeah, I agree, Donkey. I mean, the thing is, with Damage Inc., we had almost the squad that we needed. Uh-oh, that's complicating. With Damage Inc., remember, we took a couple of deaths, and so I had to take my archers in, and then the archers just got closed in on by the vampires, and then it's just over. And I feel like you need it's great swords and bardishas. That's what the Black Monolith fight's all about. Just AoE damage, and then at least 1, maybe 2 tanks. Fuck off. Didn't it used to be that it could only panic 1 person at a time? I don't know. Okay, 12v15, this is still fucking scary. As you can see, the crossbowmen are pretty hopeless against armor and undead. King die, you scum. But I think with this team, once we get our 4 crossbowmen leveled up and the 2 shield breakers, we might have a half decent chance. Well, the thing is, like, dragging a group in is kind of lame, but the thing is, if you were a mercenary leader, you would do the smart thing, and the smart thing is dragging a group in. Like, it's a delicate balancing act with this game, because you don't want to have that kind of gamesman bullshit, but the gamesman bullshit kind of fits, if I'm honest. Barbarian King an event in the Undead Plague. No, Hunt the Barbarian King is a mission that any noble house can give you. It's not limited to or connected to the Undead Plague at all. So I don't know. Oh great, a Vidaganga Barbarian Reaver. Awesome. Are we? Like I want to get super using duelist. What kind of damage numbers did we get there? It doesn't really show. It just says killed. I wish it would still give you the numbers despite being a killing blow. Okay, I think we're gonna do this. So earlier we were talking about how light armor builds don't really feel viable. I think they have to uncouple initiative from fatigue. Because that way you could just dump your leveling up points into initiative and not into fatigue. Because that way that still allows you to level up like some hit points and some melee skill and some melee defense. I don't know, it has so many issues having extra fatigue give you defense. Because the best way to get defense is still just a level defense. Wait, doesn't Mozart have rotation? I've fucking misleveled him. Oh. The Bannermen are always so hard to level properly. I should have taken Berserk, I should have taken rotation. Well. Like, our tanks have nice defensive numbers, but they just don't do any damage. So super our duelist is doing work though, and that's only a what's it, a arming sword he's using. What I really want to see from our sword duelist is what he can do with the Shamshir against, what am I doing, against like a unhold or something. Because I've never even come close to wounding a unhold. I want them to give me some incentive to use an armor type other than heavy. But doesn't super have rotation as well? What the fuck's going on? The problem with the duelist build, so at level 11 we have to take Indom and we have to take rotation, so that means I don't have I don't have a point for recover. We could actually take Fancy Feet and have him play on the flanks, especially considering, I mean, 37 melee defense without a shield is pretty good. Is that including the... That's Egil. I want to see how much defense he gets from Nimble, from Dodge. Whoopsie. So super uses 8 fatigue per slash. He's recovering 15 per turn, so if he slashes twice, he's remaining pretty much neutral. So even if every turn he triggers Berserk, that means he's only, so let's see, so 8's 24, so it's 9 fatigue per turn. He's got like 8 or 9 turns until he's exhausted. That's, you know, not using riposte either. The 12 melee and range defense, is that already included there? I think it is. I mean, that's amazing. That's pretty much a round shield. Right, well fought, man. That was a rough fight. Excuse me. Oh god, we're gonna get all that across the map. Level ups. 12 on Hagen. Look at that, 63. Excellent. I should actually have swung to the coast to go buy a bunch of fishing nets. Oh, hello. Cheap beer. I know I'm supposed to be saving up for 15,000, but armor-wise we are pretty good. We need more heavy mail, but we'll pick that up off of a brigand leader at some point. Weapons-wise, I need to start buying fighting spears. I'm gonna need 7 fighting spears. That's like 21. Oh, Jesus. Assuming we spend, let's say, 3,500 per fighting spear. 3 times 7, 21 times. That's 20. It's like 25,000 gold. Oh. The acid flask. Wait, acid flask, do they do percentage of armor, don't they? I never thought of that. We should try that in this one. We should take a look whether it's percentage or flat acid damage, because if it's percentage, then that is huge. Wow, because it's got 5,000 armor. So if it does 20%, it's 1,000 armor damage per turn. And is that of current armor or total armor? Because then, if you stagger the acid flasks. Okay, so now look at this. I want to fight these zombies. I need this XP. Now you'll see how bad the axe tanks are at actually killing. They are so bad at killing the ghosts. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these lads, great sword, and put them up front. So we've got 75, 80 odd accuracy, 76 accuracy, 92, 82. That's 4 whips. And then what else do I want in this fight? I think we can actually leave Hagen behind. We can take out Britnoff. Oh yeah, because his accuracy is going to be quite useful as well. And then Sigmar, I think, will do huge work here. We'll take just the 1 tank out. We'll take out this pike using greatsword lad for training. And these other 2 crossbow boys can stay behind. GKK, we can, I mean, as a greatsword user, Bam. 80-yard accuracy. I kind of wish that he would have had overwhelm already, but yeah. What are you gonna do? I need... Okay, so Britnoth will do that. We'll do that. Okay, so that is 6 whips, which should be enough to whip those naughty ghosts. Now let's just check the armor here. And we want heaters up front. With the 2 crossbow boys, I could even leave that tank behind, but yeah. So now it's a little bit of a different tactic when we are fighting with these crossbow boys. Like, turn 1, you have to kind of charge everyone forward to claim this part of the battlefield so you can get close enough to shoot this stupid bitch in his face. Correct, Martin. That is exactly what these lads are supposed to do. It does unfortunately mean, though, that we are typically in contact a bit quicker than I would otherwise want to be. And these guys can start screaming on turn 1, which is scary. Mozart is here, giving everyone morale. Okay. If only we had that damn sash, my sergeant would have been... See, if I didn't run forward like that, I wouldn't have had to take those extra screams, but unfortunately... No! Fucking everyone breaking. Come on, boys. Oh! Also, I don't have one of those Lionheart potions, which I kind of need. Yes. Oh! I'm actually going to push this nerd back. Yeah, because otherwise, no, I can only attack twice, I think. Rather than 3 times. Up there we got problems, though. Ow! This is so frustrating, not being able to kill these ghosts. Good, hit. At least the crossbow guys do have bullseye. Oh, fuck off. Do I potato him out? I think so. That's 10 defense, and we've got 39 is not bad, considering he doesn't have a shield. Well done. Torkel, God! Well done. Don't think so, Martin. You had that that northern heavy dog. I think he died. And we still haven't gotten a wolf yet. Okay, now it becomes a straight fight for survival. Torkel needs to get swapped out though with Odo. See, in these fights, the dagger lad just doesn't do much. That was a 49% chance to hit. That's pretty scary. Super duper. Has to waste an entire turn. 2 entire turns to be able to get his duelist advantages. The nerf to quick hands, the shields, really hurt a lot of builds. Oh, come on! See, I want Super now to be able to put a shield in his backpack and go to work. But that means Torkel's in probably a lot of trouble. Well, if I keep... Oh, I thought I'd overwhelm here with Sigmar. How many AP? Let's see. 3 AP, 6 AP. If I wait, then Britnoth can swap me out there and I can swing in a big circle. But then again, KK doesn't have the best he does have okay defense. We just pick one at a time. We pick one at a time. It's just nuts how much better the two-handed weapons are than anything else. Whereas Torkel takes one more hit and he's gonna die. I need to get him out of there. Oh, poison for the win. It's up, sub. You like, I've added this zebra to my collection of magnificent onesies. Here's the plan. Bodo is going to recover. And then rotate, rotate, and rotate. And Torkel actually could start rotating himself. 39%. What is he's actually a shield breaker. He actually needs to be on the back line. He's got how much defense? 28 defense compared to Super's 29. So Super wouldn't be much more survivable. But honestly, I want to see what Super can do. Ooh, shit, it doesn't have fatigue now. Whoa! 59 missed. But I can assure you, once we have all 4 of our greatsword lads leveled up and both shield breakers leveled up, this fight is going to be so different. Where can I one-shot? Get Bodo. What was that first attack miss? 95 missed. Doesn't even have recover. I didn't realize he's so low level. He's in big trouble. I've got to get him out of there. Oh! One more hit. Oh! Fuck, he's exhausted. And Super doesn't have a rotate. He's a dead lad. Oh, just not enough for the triple rotate. Ugh. We're gonna redo this fight. Oh, I can't rotate him because he's stunned. I think there was a time when you could rotate stunned targets. Oh, lads. Oh, one more turn. I will say I like the damage numbers coming out of Super though. Let's take a look. Super Duper uses slash, hits 92. It just says kill, or it's a straight kill shot, so you can't actually see what the numbers are when it's a kill shot. God, everyone's too exhausted to actually do anything to help him. Move. Ugh. Talker lives! Sigmar doing work. I've actually started to think now about the Warbrand as a viable option, alternative to the Greatsword. So, one overhead strike of 105 to 120, although that is worth, not with Killing Frenzy. Two strikes of 50 to 75. I actually think that the Warbrand is better for getting reach advantage stacks. Anyway, we're going to have 4 Greatsword guys. The 2 guys in heavy armor are going to use Greatswords, and the 2 in light armor are going to use Warbrands. I have a suspicion that the Warbrand lads are going to be better at surviving. Torkel is a lucky boy. He's lucky that he has a commander as incredibly skilled as I am. Doggo, no! You undead bastard. So now there we can look at some numbers. So Super Duper with Duelist. Hit covered, decayed, closed, flat, top with mail for 33 damage. Head is hit for 8 damage. That's with Duelist, that's not great. The Battleforge does a lot. Look at that. He did 8 and 2 damage on those 2 swings. She can't help but think that maybe an axe might be a decent Duelist alternative, because the axe does nice armor damage. So the crossbow adds exhaust quite quickly. Oh. You know, it just feels like there's so few situations where a duelist is better than a two-handed weapon. Look at that. Poof! Two-handed weapon. Oh, that was a headshot for 162 damage. Oh, in Fenellicon, that wasn't taken from a noble house. That's just our crest. Are we? We're actually going to be coming up on the Civil War late game crisis. We're in the middle of our second one. We've had green skin and now we're in the undead. Please don't get unlucky and kill him. Go. Ooh! Unbreakable Protector. That's not bad actually. That's a pretty nice card shield. 14 fatigue and 3 less. 48, so it's a little bit more durable. Well, that's the same as a normal one. 15, 25, so it's just a little less fatigue demanding. Cool. Yeah, it's not a great one. But I mean, I don't worry about it. It's like in this game, you can barely move without picking up a friggin' legendary shield. They're all over the place. And these decayed heaters, it's a pity they're decayed, but I mean, I do tend to go through heaters anyway. Right, let's see. So Dankovsky and Torko can take some time off. Tank. Great sword user. Kind of mixed up now with who's what. Great sword. Pike. Shield breaker needs to be on the back line as well. I suppose Sigmar can stand up front, but only our second legendary. The other legendary we have, I just bought actually. It's quite a nice little helm. 142 for only 4 fatigue. Really good. I think the Undead Crisis might actually be my least favorite. You leave us alone. Uh, 1,000. That's a decent price. I'll take that. Do I need the extra long axe? Yes, I do, for fighting tree men at some point. Sell that. I don't need the extra arming swords. We've got 3 boar spears. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all we need. What about that falchion? My great sword lads. What are they carrying? Whips. Falchions are superior. Ah, and that's one of the swords I shouldn't have sold. This crossbow, we'll be hanging on for the other shield breaker as he levels up. Where is he? Torkel. Not quick ends yet. He will though. Food. 250. I'm happy to pay 250 for tools. Ooh, look at that. Black Crow, Balthazar. Actually, no, look, it's standard damage. Just got a bit of extra ignoring armor. A little bit easier on fatigue too. Still nice. Onward, men. I think it's time to fight some unhold. Just go with boar spears to inflict overwhelm. Do I want to take my crossbowmen? I wonder. The greatsword lads will do fine. They don't have a lot of accuracy, but we'll try the fight. If they don't work, then we'll switch out some of these lower level boys for the other crossbowmen. The poison. Poison. Six of them. That's a fair old amount. Okay, we know that our lads, for the most part, get to act first on the next turn. Can they attack and use Indom, though? I think so. Do we just stay back and shoot a bit? That one's our target. I haven't for a while had to do this, but I'm pretty sure that doing a spear wall is pointless. Because they just leap past your spear wall. Okay, so we keep him busy. 97 melee defense. But I think he can still just throw me over his shoulder, so that's pointless. I didn't use Indom. I think that might be immune to push back. I didn't use Indom correctly. I hate Indom. I hate having to use it. Takes away from my damage. I kind of feel like the way to beat these things is with fearsome, break their morale. Oh, I still got to fix that. The old invisible unhold. Yeah, so just one tank. In future, we have 3 tanks. We put each one in contact with an unhold. Just use Indom. Let the rest of the squad keep them busy. Ugh. So what kind of numbers was Super doing there? This is 55 damage to the body, 54 damage. That's pretty much minimum damage every time. Well, it doesn't roll in a very wide. It's only an arming sword. Get him a better sword. So is the overwhelm going to do anything? You know what? I'm largely using tier 2 weapons. So I suppose I'm doing well. Considering I should have better weapons. This doesn't work out that way. Oh, it shows us being... wait, what? I know there's an unhold there, so if I move, I get punched, but I can't use fancy feet because it can't see me. Nice. Great job, Battle Brothers. With everything they're doing for the DLC, they have got to fix these damn unholds. Damn it. Is this piece of shit gonna kill my crossbowman now? And now I can fancy feet away. Speed mod. Ah, right. Well then. I hope that speed effect from the mod gets added to the base game, so I don't have to use the mod. I mean, seriously, being able to go up to 4 times speed, I think is very necessary. Does it look like vodka? This is La Santa. It's water, but La Santa, 100% agave, is the most vile tequila I've ever tasted in my life. A friend of mine brought it to a house party. He's like, hey, let's try this tequila. Ugh. Where is he? Oh, there he is. No, dude, tequila can fuck off. Tequila is just a way of getting the police around without using the phone. Much rather drink whiskey. Some Jägermeister. Okay, so that was a headshot. We know because the headhunter perk moved. So Unhold's head is hit for 56 damage. I'm loving this Warbrand, I gotta say. I forgot that he's fucking there, at least he's fleeing. Well fought, lads. A broken nose, though. Okay, great swords, defense and offense. His resolve is a big problem, though. Hit points is Dece. Let's go fatigue. And level 6 great sword, heavy great sword. So we take Battleforged at 7. We may as well go ahead and take recover. And we should look to buy another great sword and or Warbrand. Although, I could pick up reach advantage right now. Go reach advantage. We're going to pick up reach advantage anyway. Or go back for a cover. Go reach advantage. Element. Okay. 85 melee skill, I think we can pretty much leave it there. That's good. Crossbowman. Excellent. Switch out the lads. So they don't have to feel useless in reserve. Quiver of bolts. Well, considering you got smashed by an unhold and you only got a broken nose, I think you got off lightly. Should we buy reinforced mail hauberk? Where's the other heavy? That's light greatsword. Heavy greatsword. He's only level 4. I think we can take heavy armor off of the corpse of some robber baron. So where are the kite shields? Here we go. Let's get this formation back in some semblance of order. So these are the crossbow positions. Let's see, greatsword, greatsword, shield breaker, shield breaker. For a second I was going to say, back on, who died? Oh yeah, dagger lad, Dankovsky. Dagger. Tank, dagger. Tank. Duelist. Tank. Then greatsword, shield breaker. But shield breakers and greatswords in these positions are kind of they can be swapped out. Shield. Greatsword, greatsword. Yeah, these lads will be leveled up in no time. But then what? So I'm sitting on a lot of gossamer. But it is chunking up the whole bloody inventory. Also, we have enough salays, I think. All the light armor nerds are wearing salays. And we need 2 more, actually. We actually have more than enough leather scale. Don't have to keep buying that. Attachments we don't need. I'm pretty sure all the leather scale here. Ah, that's fine. Doesn't need an attachment. Shield breaker. Let's go like that. So why are you using a decayed heater? That'll do. Who's carrying bandages? You are carrying bandages. Okay. Keep the work flowing. Deliver a day to the west. Fine. This is going to be fight more undead. It's 2 big undead fights. Ugh. Wait, which of these cities you have the salt mines? There's a number of salt mines around here. Lumber, salt. I've been very unlucky with getting patrol missions. We've got terribly few patrol missions. I desperately want heavy crossbows, but am I willing to Spend a third of my money for a heavy crossbow. I think we might actually do that though. Immense power. Oof. Improvised burial site. That's going to be another tough fight like we just had. I think better off Hornstead. Where's Hornstead? Do they have a weaponsmith? They do. If it was... Oh fuck it, just go ahead. We have to start buying tier 3 weapons. It's taking far too long to get my tier 3 weapons. I mean, it's day 200. I'm like 100 days behind behind schedule. So I was keeping the staff slings in case my crossbow lads ever had to go up against undead. But that's never happening. We just switched the crossbow guys out for all of these shield breakers and greatsword users. Okay, we'll do these undead missions. Oof. Prices. Ouch. $6,000. One of the wild men came back with some junk. Wonderful. Ooh, these kind of fights we got to take. These brigand fights are very profitable. So on the front line, who's got the least fatigue? 70 looks like the lowest. 65. Whoa, it's actually heavier. Oh no, it's lighter, and shield skills build up less fatigue. 17 fatigue, 22 as opposed to... Okay, cool. How many... That's a lot of marksmen. Gotta be careful, I think. With these low-level boys, even with decent armor, you really have to be so respectful of those marksmen. Until our crossbowmen boys have done what they have to do. I might even take Martin along. I really need him to pick off those enemy marksmen. Even with a broken nose, he's going to be using 20. He can shoot for about 4 turns before needing to catch his breath. Oh, they're coming at us, are they? And hopefully this leader has a nice shiny set of heavy armor for us. He does not. Still, we'll take the mace. Decent. It's lovely when they come towards us. Really appreciate it. Just think about starting these fights with the crossbowmen on the front line. They can just get rotated out. Oh. Do we switch to long axe, I think. It doesn't affect them standing up again. I don't think so, no. I'm pretty sure it does do the bonus damage, but it doesn't make them less likely to stand up. Got. Done. Right, who's the unlucky marksman? That's the unlucky marksman. 89%. Headshot, one shot. Here we go. Damn it, Martin. Still good damage though. Marksman's body is hit for 39 hit points. So they don't have a lot of hit points. If that's 40 hit points, they must have 60 hit points then. So I think in terms of tier 3 weapon priority that we've got to buy, we need to get one more tier 3 crossbow and then we need to buy a noble sword. This is a little unfortunate because normally noble swords are thick on the ground. Tend to get them off of these leaders. Which is all right there. That there alone is the reason why I took Axe Mastery. Because of the fighting axe, you can just one-shot a round shield. And that just facilitates everyone else so much. Nicely done, Martin. Shoot, reload, shoot. Bonk, bonk. But this is one of the big problems with the crossbowman. Like, he's just had his biggest power spike that he can do. And even then, he's just put himself on par with what a warbow user could do. So what you saw right there also, Overwhelmed did nothing for us there. I mean, fine, I stacked him with Overwhelmed, but that's an overwhelmed corpse. That really hasn't helped. And just thinking how much better the Warbrand is than the Duelist build, because with a Warbrand you can attack twice, the same as a sword. But the Warbrand will do more through armor. And you can build up stacks of reach advantage. That's what makes daggers so strong. I could have sworn Overwhelm used to lower defense as well. I think that was patched out because I know it doesn't do it now, but I have memories of it lowering defense as well. Oof, good damage. I think the only thing that prevents undead from rising is the decapitate. Blunt weapons, if you crush the head, does it? Oh, if it counts as an execution, yeah. Nice morale shatter. Gah. To be fair, if you smash anything's head with the two-handed mace, anything stays dead. Also, the two-handed mace has got to be one of the more satisfying weapons. Oh, that's true. Yeah. The heroes. Oh, off goes his head. Do the undead heroes, when you cut their heads off, don't you think they should suffer some stat penalties, you know? That would make sense, don't you think? Okay, boys, release the hounds. Catch those fleeing nerds. Get him. I want that mace. So here's my suggestion for a change. Fleeing enemies should literally drop their weapons on the ground. You can still pick them back up, but I mean, think how much that would buff a is it Fierce Warrior? What's it called again? Fearsome build. Just break everyone's morale. They literally drop their gear and run away screaming. If he gets away, I'm gonna be annoyed. That was the only bit of money on the battlefield. The sword duelist is super underwhelming. I probably should have gone cleaver, so at least apply bleeding, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Maybe a Warhammer duelist. I mean, what he would? How much would go through? 50% goes through normally, so 75% of your damage would go through. But it's not that much damage, and you know, why wouldn't you rather just use a two-handed hammer in that case? I'm just not a fan of the duelist builds. That's nice and neat. This pleases me. 70, 100, 50. Get that to 50. This lad has excellent hit points and fatigue. Do I even bother with initiative? Not on a heavy sword guy. 82 hit points. Can never have too much fatigue. I suppose I mustn't forget the fact that the duelist is we only have one duelist, and we made him a sword duelist, especially because we're going to give him the lightning sword. So I suppose once he has the lightning sword, he's going to be amazing. The thing with the lightning sword, though, is I've actually found that if you give him to someone who's a pretty decent tank, it's still nice and effective, because the best thing about the lightning sword is the way the lightning jumps. It's a good question. I would imagine it would have. It's a long sword. Like, imagine how many lightning procs you could get. Light, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Camelot. Tis a silly place. Okay, we've got a week worth of food. I kind of wish we could take more tools with us, but the lightning sword is a one-hander. Should we take some dogs with us? No, we're a little light on money. Also, like at this part of the campaign, I'll start thinking about whether I want to replace some of my standard brothers with some high-level brothers. And like, it's all great and exciting getting a high-level bro, but leveling them up is such a mission. Leveling up anyone is such a mission. Should we stop off here for a brigand fight? Maybe. Some thugs. There's a brigand leader. Let's get in there. Same setup. Yep. Well, you know, I get you, especially at this late in the campaign. When I have money to spare for training, but even so, it's still a mission. It still takes a long time. Oh, he's only carrying an arming sword. But who are we going to try to kill here? Wolfgang. Wolfgang, I tried to aim for 7 PM CEST. I've been live for an hour and a half. He's going to get swapped out, and we are going to go down. But does Dankovsky have rotation? He does. See, 57% chance to hit. That's a no good. Stab. Same on. This is a tactical combat onesie, my friend. Enjoy it while it lasts. I only get to wear my onesies in winter here in South Africa. There's only like 2, maybe 3 months of the year that I can wear them. Love a good onesie. Yeah, Wolfgang, I did a bunch of offline grinding. Come forward, you absolute tits. Who can I get an angle on? I can actually get an angle on that lad. Okay, so I think we need to start calling Martin double kill or double tap. He's getting a lot of double kills. Well, we've got 2 heavy armor greatsword users now, which is going to help. But I mean, overall, this experimentation run has not really taught us that much. I already knew that duelists aren't great, and they still aren't great. We already knew that crossbowmen can be good sometimes. You know, 20% of the time they're superior to bowmen, but the other 80% of the time the bowmen are just so superior for what you need your ranged guys to do. Light armor is still not the way to go. Now, I forgot that Mozart is supposed to be using his battle standard. Well, generally, I would say the hybrids are the way to go. For the next playthrough, we're going to go pure archers, though. I came up with the hybrid archers because I got tired of... I just got tired with the pure archers of having to manipulate the turn order to get a target that doesn't have armor. So, yeah... I think in some situations you can get more out of the pure archer, but it's just easier to deal with the armor with the hybrids. Well, I've only got 2 legendary. I've got legendary helmet and legendary shield. The reason I only have so few is I haven't really been making a gigantic push, you know, towards getting the legendaries. And obviously you really can, but you have to play a bit more, shall we say, riskily. This wasn't a serious campaign, really. This was, as it says in the title, a bit of experimentation. Okay, so Martin, if you can hit this guy in the face, that would be great. Now, was that a head or a body shot? Doesn't say. Can you go for your 3rd row, double tap in a row? Oof, that's a lot of damage though. So that's straight through armor, and he did 56. Could have done more if he was already wounded, but oh well. Aren't there separate hit and headshot rolls, or is it one roll? Keep surrounding him. Let's just dagger him down. He's wearing a nice bit of armor. You lads don't go anywhere. Oh, helpfully there's a zombie there to keep him in place. Jolly good. Lol. Oh, what, Martin, you nerd? So Overwhelm has been underwhelming. I haven't found Overwhelm to be that useful. I think what Overwhelm does best is it helps them nullify a single target, a dangerous single target. But there's just such better ways to do that. You know? A two-handed mace that dazes or a whip that disarms is so much better of a method of dealing with, like if I think of the ultimate single target danger, it's the Orc Warlord. And the best way to deal with the Orc Warlord is just to disarm him. I feel like a lot of times the stacks, you know, will start building up with Overwhelm, but by the time you've got enough stacks for it to be really effective, the target is pretty much dead anyway, so it's like, who cares? "27 tools, that's nice. His hit points are low. He's a light Warbrand user. I might actually give him the hit points because I mean he is gonna need Colossus anyway. Where's my other light? Oh, I don't have Colossus on my light great sword build. Should we pick one lad for Cleaver Mastery, assuming we might be able to get our hands on the two-handed legendary cleaver from the Ice Cave? I don't know. The whole reason I'm going for 4 greatsword users is that when we're up against undead, all the crossbowmen sit out, and then we have shield breakers like this in the center of the formation, and then a whole bunch of greatsword lads protecting the inside and the front and back flanks. That is true. So is it just a normal two-handed cleaver? It doesn't have any special. It just rolls like normal for a legendary two-handed cleaver. And as we saw from the Damage Inc. campaign, two-handed cleavers are cool, but they're not that great. Let's keep it with the swords. Especially for someone who doesn't have the best melee skill. 78 at 9 is a little borderline. The only reason we really kept him was because of the determined. It counts as an axe. I wouldn't say I detest them. They just aren't as survivable as the heavy guys. Really the only plus point for me of the nimble frontline is that they're cheap and can be replaced. If you think back to, this is a while now, if you think back to the very beginning of the last campaign of the Damage Incorporated early game, almost the entire frontline was nimble. Where's my other heavy guy? Light Warbrand, Shield Breaker, Heavy Greatsword, Heavy Greatsword. Sweet. We had mostly light frontline. Then we ended up switching them all out for heavies, as you have to. But at the risk of repeating myself, the whole point of this campaign was do the things we don't typically do. My other shield. I keep losing my other shield breaker. Oh, there he is. Okay, so that great sword goes there. I'm really liking the Warbrand. It's making me rethink. I remember seeing a legendary Warbrand a little while ago, and I thought, not that great. But you really have to factor in the fact that you're attacking twice a turn, 3 times a turn. You can get like 3 stacks of reach advantage. One thing we're thinking about is that with the current group that we had, we probably won't be able to kill whatever is in there without taking heavy losses. So we need to try pull some enemies in there. Let's take these shrats down just because they are so rare and we have a fair amount of axes. I think the Warbrand will do decently. XXX. The crossbows are useless, so what kind of formation do we want here? I think we want that and that. What about the two-handed cleaver? The two-handed cleaver's got nice damage, but you know, so what? I think when it comes time to do the Black Monolith, I would then find myself wishing that the two-handed cleaver... Oh, that's right, the two-handed cleaver gets attacked twice per turn, yeah. But the thing is, the split ability, I think, is one of the more useful things. When it comes time to fight Black Monolith, I honestly think that you need like a minimum 8 of your 12 lads need to be able to split. So just Bardishas and Great Swords are the way to go. Because I've tried with a pretty decent team with my Damage Inc. Even with some guys with shields on the front line to keep the enemy front line busy while my two-handed warhammers go around the back and just one or two shot the back lines, but you just don't have time. Duelist only worth it if you hadn't legendary. Oh, do you mean if you have a legendary weapon for him? Yes, and we will. We are planning on getting Super Duper the lightning sword. So how's this fight going to go against the Shrat? We are going to put our low level boys in the middle there, and then we're going to have great swords on the outside. This is the same kind of setup we'll take against the undead. No crossbows, because crossbows are useless against undead and against Shrat. Do they inflict bleeding? They do a bit. Nets do nothing against them. We'll take the whips because it's useful for the guys on the front to be able to do damage from range once they have to get off the front line. That's right. Yeah, he's a dagger specialist. 3, so he can do 60 to 120 with 3 dagger shots. Is there even a one-handed axe that I could give him? I suppose I could give him one of these. He could 60 to 90 with 2 attacks there. 70 to 105. He's actually potentially he could do more. Orc, a legendary axe is great for a duelist. You mean an orcish one-handed axe? Those are super rare. I think I'm just gonna use the dagger and just poke. Poke. It's not that I particularly want to use the dagger against the Shrat. It's kind of what we have. Decent starting lineup. We could do with more axes, but I think 4 Danes is probably plenty. Hold the line, boys. Hold the line. We just got to pick the right time to charge. I think on the neck, it's all to stay put on this turn. I think keeping the high ground here. Only for Nelicon, I can only imagine that must be a decision from balancing point of view. Because if you get a man splitter that gets the less fatigue per attack or whatever, then that is arguably overpowered because the damage is the highest in the game without the big, axe drawback, orc drawback of not having the big fatigue demand. You boys, get in there, surround him. And then he starts missing, not the time to miss. Interestingly, Super Duper can actually fight with his shield up. He doesn't have to use Duelist. I mean, this thing doesn't have armor anyway. Probably should have used Adrenaline. Ow! Fucking hell, he's shred, man. Oh, yeah, imagine that. Legendary two-handed flail. I will say that the Orc Flail has the most satisfying sound of all the weapons I've heard in the game. That thunk. It's music. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay, we need to get into range of this middle one, but this is so bad now. If I put Torkel here, you can get attacked in that line, but only by that one. So frontline, I think, just needs to shield up now. KK's pretty fucked. Bricknorth. I need Bricknorth to be in a position to attack the center one. Is that going to make a sprout? I'm going to have to deal with the sprouts though, because I can't surround them. No, wait. What's going to be more useful? I think attacking twice and applying Overwhelm. Is Overwhelm even going to do anything? Oh, it's got its shield up. Fuck, I'm making so many mistakes now. Okay, I think now, change of plan. This half of the formation needs to attack that one. This half of the formation attacks this one. Above all, I think I need to keep destroying its shields. I could have sworn that it's programmed to, if it doesn't have a shield, it'll spend its turn growing a shield, rather than attacking. That was how I understood this program. Look at that, Pierce does nothing. I think Overwhelm actually worked on that turn. It felt like it attacked her and missed both the lads. Well, Donkey, that would be the case if bandages will be what get applied to burning. We don't know. It seems logical that it would be. If you can even treat burning injuries in combat. Who knows, maybe there's going to be a salve. It's fleeing. Huzzah! That's a first. See, I want to attack, but that's going to create another little shrapling. Fuck off, you piece of arboreal scheisse. Okay, so Egil now unquestionably needs to keep his shield up. Come on, break, you motherfucker. I'm kind of wishing we had gone for fearsome build rather than overwhelm. Oh, damn it. This shred's gonna kill Egil, isn't it? Oh! Well done, boys. This has gone rather well, I think. He said moments before all his lads died. Because now I've picked up injuries that I'm gonna have to go back and treat to actually do the mission I'm supposed to do. That being said, isn't it always programmed that you go to the first site and then it's not that site? So we'll see where the other site is. Torkel the shield breaker. Ugh, that's too low, but 80 hit points is probably fine. Where's the other shield breaker? Let's see. Oof, he needs more of this foundational stuff. But maybe we just pick up Killing Frenzy, and then at 10 and 11 we go back for... Actually, what Quick Hands will allow him to start using a crossbow. But we may as well wait till 11, yeah. Wait, what's the difference here? Oh, he didn't take Gifted. But I took Gifted on Torkel. Shit. So Torkel is going to have to compromise on one of these skills. I think we're going to have to leave out Killing Frenzy. The extra damage is nice, but his numero uno job is to be breaking shields and to be a utility fighter. So that at 9. At 10 we take quick hands. At 11 we take bags and belts. And what else? Yeah, adrenaline. I like adrenaline on my shield breakers. Yeah, it is. I wish it... Well, I mean, I think... I've spoken about this before, but the way that I think you need to buff... what would you be buffing? Well, look, long story short, make fighting the high tier monsters more appealing. I think increase the drop rates of their... Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to fight that unholden hex. Whenever I find a hex, I try to fight it. Are those orc marauders trying to kill the hex? Yeah. Because the hexen have probably the best crafting materials in the game. Now, let's give you guys a masterclass in hexen hunting. You take 2 tanks. Give them no weapons. Just realizing now, I wish that I had my wooden stick. You put everybody on the back line. Where's the other tank here? These lads are just there to kind of, you know, to just be there. All the damage comes from the back line. Crossbow we're up against and unhold. In that case, the crossbowmen should be able to get around the sides fairly quickly and easily. Oh, what was that? He doesn't have ammo. How can he not have ammo? Oh, I think I switched out his ammo. Well, shit. Well, due to the composition here, the tactics have kind of gone out the window. But as a general rule, keep your bannermen in the front. And your lads with no weapons all the way in the front. Then they're the most likely to get mind controlled. Shut your gob, you hooah. Must remember to keep wooden sticks. Oh, that's one thing I tend to forget to keep. Need the wooden sticks to punch this dumb bitch in the face. Wait, didn't he have no ammo? So he got 1 shot off. Lol. Well, it says no ammo, but it clearly had 1 in the chamber. Also remember, boys, when you're fighting Hexen, do not release dogs. I found that out the fucking hard way. I'm gonna punch an unhold to death. Oh, Bodo. Bitch slap. Hold. Punch. Stab. Now we wait until she either... I don't know whether the... what's called Hex, the Hex ability has a cooldown or whether it gets resisted, but sometimes she just doesn't cast it. Well, if she's going to keep charming this dude, I wonder why she keeps charming him. Fine. I can wait. Bitch. Just slap her around a bit. Ugh. Don't kill her, lads. I know you are determined to. Fuck off! Will she try to break out the net, I wonder? Does it exhaust her? Oh, you can't shield bash. It doesn't say anything about applying exhaust. Well, I can't now. Is she going to keep hexing every turn? I think eventually she should be exhausted. Well, this is awkward. Just by not carrying a wooden stick now, I've made this a lot harder than it needed to be. Sometimes this game can be a bit goofy. Like, I've got a crossbow there. I'm ready to shoot her in the fucking face with it. On, fucking wear off already. There it is. Kill. Oh, and then I get the bloody poisoned apple. That's an interesting question, Donkey. Maybe we could have found that out, but my formation's ruined. So we had X-Tank. X-Tank Duelist. Tank. Dagger. Duelist. Bannerman. Then crossbow. And then let's see. Great sword and great sword. Warbrand. Shield breaker. Actually, for the greatsword lad, if he was higher level, maybe I could have given him the actual greatsword, but oh, fuck it. Look at this. Look at what he's carrying, and he's got 82 fatigue. He's going to do nicely fatigue-wise. And 70 at 5. That's not terrible. With 2 stars, 2.5 every turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 12.5, mid 80s. I mean, for a wild man, for a low-level bro, that's pretty good. Oh, hang on, we're running in totally the wrong direction. But we need a temple anyway. Nearest temple. Money is looking like a problem. I wonder if we don't just hang around the objective until we can pull in a roaming group of something to help us. KK no longer suffers from fractured ribs. Fucking legend. I was hoping it would be Egil. Look at that, even with fractured ribs, he's still got 72 fatigue. The ledge. A shit ton of ancient legionaries. That could be doable. Still, let's pull some orc friends in. Come help us. Orcs. Well, fine. We'll try it ourselves. And then we'll send the orc lads in. How's this fight going to go? These lads are just going to shield up and keep the other nerds busy while we have 2 sets of flanking bros. And of course, ancient legionaries, the crossbows, do absolutely nothing against them. Let me see. These three and these three go around in like a pawn formation. There's 22% chance for a legendary there. That could be nice. Let's see. Yada yada yada. On your guard. Well, I'm thinking 14. It could be... Okay, 18. Not too bad. The terrain is horrendously bad though. Let's pull the lads up here. See, I don't really have space now to make the flanking maneuver that I need to do. If we can get any legendary weapon from a crypt, I think the best you get could be legendary war scythes. But that being said, we haven't actually built any bullhook users. So we need great swords. The Rompire I don't think will be any good. The Rompire would have to roll exceptionally high to even be comparable to like a, you know, average normal weapon. Pikes are crap, the swords are crap. Bold, going up front. So you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, which puts me... Actually no, Axe needs to be in contact with all of these shields. Kopesh, sure, but I don't have a cleaver person. I haven't built anyone to use cleavers. Can't have Ulfoot get caught out here. This is scary on the southern flank. 2, 4. Oh, wrong target. That deserves a fail horn. Right, KK, you ready? Get in there. On the next turn. One thing I do want to try again is a peasant mob all 16 of them being X specialists. Well, 14 of them X specialists. 2 bowmen at least. You need 2 ranged fighters, but 78%. You see, that right there illustrates the key to taking down the Black Monolith. Just by using split, that one ability alone will win that fight for you. But don't forget, that's a Rondell, which does up to 40 damage, 50 damage. So I mean, if it rolls high, and also, oh yeah, so is 25 to 50? Yeah, that's including the killing frenzy damage. It's 20 to 40 normally. Yeah. We hit both. Why did we not get stacks of reach advantage? Because he's not the one with reach advantage. Asked and answered. He's going to get a bit hairy here for Hagen. These boys are such defensive stalwarts. Look at this. 7 attacks in a row. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 attacks in a row almost. Can't touch this. No. 12, 13 attacks in a row now, missed. $14, $15. Got 15 in a row was our best. Let's see here. 55, 38. Ha ha ha! Nice work, Sigmar. What's KK's defense? He's dodging like a machine. 35 defense without any stacks of reach advantage. He hit twice in the last turn, so that would have been 45. And he's level 9, so he's got 10. He's got 2 more turns of +3, 6 of 41. It's 51 without a shield. Fucking really good. I'm so impressed with the defensive capabilities of a Warbrand user that has stars in melee defense. Sigmar is absolutely a Warhammery kind of name, isn't it? Oh, so close. Who needs archers, eh? I'm trying to think how effective a group of 12 greatsword users would be. Well, 11 plus the bannerman. Or like a mix of like bod. Is it say 11? So you go 6 great sword, 5 bardiche. You'd have a torrid time against enemy archers, but oof. I think the lads did exceptionally well. That's very encouraging. And I mean, if I built them properly with more heavy armor, it would be even tougher. Are these worth repairing? I think any item that is under 200, I think is generally not worth repairing. Go get paid for. 300. These are all worth repairing. Oopsie, armor is certainly worth 129. Ugh. 220. Well fought, men. Any level ups? Nope, no level ups. I think stay pretty much as you are, lads. That. Good boy. Tools needed. Piss off. Need. No. No. I needed a number just to, you know, be able to use the name Stobbie, and 149 is my highest score while batting in cricket. So, but why not? I think on YouTube there's actually a channel called Stobbie, some little like Australian 13-year-old little fucker. Who knows? One day I'll buy the name off him. If our armor wasn't so beat up, we could have taken this group down. In case any of you are wondering why I'm not using the auto retreat, I always manually move the lads for the first 2 turns. It feels like every time I use the auto retreat, it paths idiotically in a way that gets people killed. Like it'll start moving left and then it'll start moving you down and then everyone just dies. Well, Donkey, hope you get away with it. I wouldn't want you to get in trouble. On my account. You're retreating at the enemy. But because it's hex based, if you retreat in a suboptimal direction, even once, you can get caught out. Oof, these prices are dreadful. Much we need? It's under 400. That'll do. I don't like these defend the place from brigands missions. I think it's been changed, but I feel like it's happened plenty that I'll be sitting around the village for friggin' ages waiting for the enemies to show up. It's so annoying. What is this? And give us another mission. Oh yes, a patrol. Beautiful. They're carrying so much stuff. Ugh. Ugh. Fuck rest the holes. We will. Well, here's the 20 heads I need. Should we shuffle some things around? Untouched, a lot of these lads. They said they patched the wait times, but I've waited 2 days, yeah. It's so annoying, you're just standing there. God, it's frustrating. Actually, this is just zombies. Ulfert can actually use Ziggurat sword. What are we up against here? Lots, some ancient legionaries. We could be respectful of that. Immobile forest zombies. Lads, move. Hello. Oh, fucking fine. The crossbowmen we can actually leave behind. This is going to be a slog, I'm sorry to say, but at least it'll get us the heads we need. I just hope the legionaries aren't pike users. It looks like it's all shield ones, so that's good. And looking at the choke points, I think everybody just stay pretty much exactly as you are. We can maybe just leave the inside flank open, encourage them to come to the middle. Yeah, especially considering I've got another, two-handed weapon over there. That'll be grand. Pardon, stop reminding me of the game of which we shall not speak. Fucking shit game. Pisses me off. Oh, Fault is out tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing that. From the Paragon clones that I've seen so far, though, it looks like Predecessor has the best chance of being, you know, the best Paragon replacement. But why is Torkel wearing the Noble Mail? I should switch that around. And Super, you can actually drop your shield. %. Wait. Shot. So now, just in doing this fight, I'm going to get all the heads that I need for this mission. Then the question becomes, do we quickly hit the 3 villages and go collect our reward, or do we go down to the south, buy loads of tools, sell everything we're carrying, and then go complete? I should probably get started on the tools. It's 2 46s in a row that hit. Well, 3 46s in a row. You got no body armor. Careful, Britnoff. Telling you, once all 4 of our great swords get leveled up, we'll almost have a proper team again then. And don't forget how useful the shield breakers are. I love axes. Such good weapons, so versatile, such great damage. Such great base damage and armor damage. Extra damage on hits to the head too. So for a while I've been toying with making a peasant mob that all of the front line are shield experts. They all use one-handed axes. And they all have headhunter. And then your backline uses Dane axes, a couple of archers. Basically you have a bannerman, 2 archers, and 13 shield breakers. I think it would do very well. I shouldn't have moved forward there. That's fine. Hold the line. Patience, men. Damn it. 95% chance. Gold, 99. I think we can start pushing forward now. Owning these nerds at 62%. For me, it's more Mordheim numbers. Whenever I see a 95 miss, my first think is Mordheim. Yeah, especially like right at the last second, he just moves the gun and shoots away to the side. I think actually I'm going to stop playing this campaign offline. I'll just play it on stream. I think I need to start testing Long War of the Chosen offline to see if I can get it into a kind of state that I'm happy with it for a playthrough. Now, this annoys me that I can't angle the swing to a point where I don't hit that guy. And we can start dropping shields, I think, for the extra damage. Oh, missed. Hey girl, do you not have... Oh, you don't have a Dagger. Spear. Phoenix Point. Ugh. If at some point I can summon the will to play it, maybe I'll play it again. I was just so unspeakably bored by it after a couple of hours. Yes, the aiming system is cool, but it's got too many problems. For me, Phoenix Point is always going to be a game that introduced a cool concept that almost certainly some other game will take and refine and make it, you know, really good. I think Phoenix Point is exponentially more difficult to balance than XCOM though. Because the percentage to hit chances are a good tool to balance the game, which you obviously don't have in Phoenix Point. Like a lot of time in Phoenix Point I was thinking, why wouldn't I just make heavies, you know? Just have everyone use the big cannons. The cannons do bonkers damage. And if you use the environment correctly, you can usually get a lot of direct fire shots with them. And then there's that one ability that lets you empty your entire magazine. It's too strong. I don't know, can it be fixed? I would think it can be fixed. I think we, as XCOM 2 players, forget the state that XCOM 2 came out in. It wasn't great. I mean, it was a good, what, 8 months before XCOM 2 was, you know, great. Uh-oh. I'm actually going to hang on to that wooden stick. I need at least 1 or 2 for fighting Hexen. Ooh, nice profit. Good profit. Excellent profit. Right, let's make ourselves a fucking fortune now. Keep all of that. Let's get onto 2 of each crafting type. What am I holding on to that crossbow for? I think it's for the other low-level shield breaker. Yeah, so we hang on to that crossbow. Do I need those pikes? I don't think I need 1. Do I need any pikes in reserve? No. The extra long axes we saw were useful. We've got 3 in the front line, no, 2 in the front line, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 is what we need. We need 1 more wooden stick. Swords were fine. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Beer and mead. And 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. The Beast Slayers I haven't seen that many of. They do have great stats though, but I think they have to roll quite well on their star distribution because you are paying a premium for them. They are fucking expensive. Basically, I would obviously try them out, but I'd be super picky about picking up a Beast Slayer. I think I need that paint actually to paint. Nope, that's wrong. It's overwhelmed tank. That's better. That's better. I've no idea what the events are. I need to find out about that. Who's going to carry this stick? Not the bannerman. Well, that wooden stick is just there in reserve for when it comes time to fight a witch. I found a witch. May I bonk her on the head with a stick? Shield breaker. And shield breaker. And you. And where's these level 11s? You get out of there. Shield breaker. Level 5. That'll do. So the best light armor needs to be on, yeah, the two-handed weapon dude. Yeah. Excellent. Shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we need to buy another tier 3 crossbow, and we have the money. I'm not even gonna wait. Let's just go right backing now. I need one more Saleh helmet. Don't have it in stock. I could buy another Warbrand we'll pick up. Pretty sure there's a Fletcher around here somewhere. Ah. Not for 5,400. Nope. Forget that. We should also go to a training hall and get another round of training on our non-level 11 lads. Like, I mean, I'm spending aggressively, but I think it's going to be worth it. We started the stream on day 180, and in about 20 days, we have put on a lot of experience. Armored Wiedergangers, auxiliaries, and legionaries. Leave me alone. Stinky undead nerds. Ooh, what's this? In the Nightmares. Perfect. Easy money. How many heaters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Right, we have plenty heaters in answer to that question. Okay, prepare to fight nightmare nerds. Get your whips out, boys. I could have sworn I had more. Was I a dumbass and sold whips? Well, that's weird. Crossbowmen can actually stand pretty much anywhere against these things. Whips on the outside. Stabby stabs. Shooty shoots. Thanks loves to splooge. The green does look quite smart. My favorite company colors is still the 13th Legion colors though. Which is the red and gold. Let's see, 6 whips. I could have sworn. Well, we should keep buying whips then. But at a certain point, it just becomes, ooh, 4,000. I hope we can get that for cheaper after we complete this mission. We're gonna pick that up most likely. Okay, in the nightmares. Easy. Stay awake, people. Not the time for this, boys. I mean, I can appreciate the energy, but come on. They're good. It actually procs. Sometimes it becomes nighttime, and then that event doesn't even proc. Oh, this is irritating with the height difference, but whatever. And I didn't give him get ammo again. Right, Detente. It's your job to run around and wake people up. Wait, is he... Can I not wake him up? Oh, there you go. Is this stupid? Is this a stupid way to fight? Maybe. But as soon as you run towards these things, then this fight becomes a bloody nightmare. Oh. Thing is that don't move. Even by putting Derataunt there out of position, that's not good. It affects the way that they move. Shot, male boy. 61, 57. And for goodness sake, do not release dogs against these things. The key is to staying calm and staying in formation. And waking people up whenever possible. I only remember the Alp fight getting changed once. It used to be... What was it before the shadow spawning? I can't remember what it was like before the shadow spawning. Used to be run away first. What, it would make your guys flee. I don't recall that. This shows you this game's been around for a while, actually. They ran away and cost... Oh, that! So back then the key was having dogs to chase them down with. Back in my day, when I fought Alps, you had to chase them. Oh, close. Damn near a triple Alp kill there. Go towards him now. Yeah, you better run. And that'll do. I don't even bother chasing them. It's irritating to chase. Support version. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. 700 hours. Oh, bless you with your 700 hours. Those are rookie numbers. I'm coming up on 2,000 hours. And I'm still so bad, even though I've got those hours. There's this 10 of 10 randomly at every morale check. What? The 50 or 30? Okay, fine. A heavy great sword. Battle Forge is going to give him a lot. Stay alive. Yep. 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 Good lad. You can kind of start frontlining now, but I mean, there's really no reason. I've got a stable front line. It's risky. Super risky. So tank goes in the middle. Dagger lad goes to his side. Where is Super Duper Noob? Shield breaker doesn't go there. Tank goes there. Dagger lad, tank, yes. Tank, yes. Dagger lad, yes. Okay, I need level 11s in reserve while we level the lower level boys. Saying level a lot. Shield breaker. Great sword. Fuck it. Yeah, you can just move forward and crunch an attack in there. Okay, it's the shield breaker. Good. Martin, the crossbow user. Let's make sure all the crossbow lads actually have bolts. Oh, classic! Poison? No poison. Well, I mean, I think these developers are just amazing. I love them. They are so good. Yes, that's right. We need 4 Dane axes in total. I think as we saw in the last Treant fight, 4 Dane axes with the extra one-handed axes in the front line is probably enough. Achieve the artifact. Oh yeah, we're going to keep doing these fights. Now this is good money. Oh baby. Give me the cash! Nice hat. You like it? Who gets that reference? Who has exceedingly good taste in movies? Parched skin. Wait a second, wasn't there a Fletcher in that city where we just did a mission? And we said we were going to see if we can buy a tier 3 crossbow. Well, to be fair, Mila is still the hot. Well, she is fucking hot, but yeah, she was super popular back then. Caddyshack, what? No, dude, Fifth Element. Come in, my man. Come in, my man. I have no fuel, I have no fame, I have no fire. That movie was green, super green. 4,000, I'll take it. Mila Jovovich. She's so hot right now. Caddyshack as well? I have to admit, I watched Caddyshack years ago. I don't remember it very well. How's that? But it comes with water soup. What? Okay, I need to watch Caddyshack. Armor wise, we actually have a spare set of leather scale that we don't need. Flog it. And okay, so we're pretty much set for armor, and we just need to be buying weapons now. Nearest taxidermist, please. This could be quite easy to do. Keep getting levels on the boys. Why not? How many geists? 4 to 5. Dakovsky, I'm actually not playing Iron Man now. Like reaching Crisis, even on Iron Man isn't that hard. Reaching the Crisis is just in those early days. It's just about decision making. Really, it's just about remembering what goes wrong for you and not repeating those mistakes. I found that Iron Man campaigns tend to go off the rails when you start aggressively chasing those 3 skull missions, because I mean, fine, you up the reward, but you up the risk. For a long time when I was playing Iron Man, and it's part of why I stopped playing Iron Man, I just found myself being super conservative with my mission selection, because you don't want to lose anybody. If anything, I could be more aggressive with my mission selection to get more rewards quicker. No, that's a forest fight. Puke. Nice. Hand axe. Do fallen heroes ever come with noble swords? I don't think I've seen them with noble swords, because I really want to get a noble sword for Super Duper. So Donkey, I would agree, but I also add to that. It's not just about the 3 skulls, it's about what type of 3 skull mission. A 3 skull delivery is super rare, but you can get it, and obviously just take it. 3 skull escort missions you should be willing to take if it's in an area where you aren't going to set up camp for the most of the campaign. So like usually I will say that, okay, I'm gonna identify I'll look at the map, I'll identify what the good trade routes are, where are the cities that give tools and other vital things. Let's say it's the south. Okay, cool. So I want to be allied with the south. So if I'm operating in the south, I won't take a escort mission unless I'm confident I can do well in it. But if I happen to find myself in the north, and it gives me a 3 skull mission to go all the way back down to the south, just take it. I mean, it's happened to me where on like, you know, day 4 or 5, I take a 3 skull that pays 2,000 gold as an escort mission, and you get lucky and you just don't run into any fights, and bam, 2,000 gold like that. The missions are a lot rarer now, but if you can get those, retrieve the thing from the crypto missions, those are great. That's basically free money. Because remember, you can just send one lad in, proc the narrative element, and then just back out, because you still get the thing that you were sent in there to find. Oh, no ghosts. Okay, sweet. It changed up. That is something about the game I find irritating, is the way that the composition of enemies will change. Like right before you go in there. Maybe if I understood the rules a bit better about why the enemy comp changes, it would be less annoying, but... Also, give me a wait all button. There's an end turn all button. Now give me a corresponding wait all button. You see, I mean, they do get swords, but it's always arming swords. Whoopsie, quick hands. Super, I think. Go to duelist mode. I love this, like my Bannerman, I've never put a single point into ranged skill. And he managed to hit that crossbow shot. Free damage. This is how confident we feel. We know what they say about confidence, it never ever goes wrong.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Dankovsky, I want to check us at 20 to 40. 25 to 50. Does that also then go 25 to 50? So it doesn't. Okay, so if you're using puncture, it's no point dropping your shield. Lesson learnt. I'm just buffing the damage on the front line. I'm not too worried by the enemy types. I want that extra 25% damage. And if they find themselves in trouble, they can just pick their shields up. And these tanks already have such high melee defense. I think zombies have like 50 melee accuracy. And my boys are in like the 20 to 35 melee defense base range. So you're looking at like a 10 to 15% chance to hit. That was a 35% chance to hit. A good melee defense is the highest possible number you can get from melee defense. I wouldn't even know what to say if I was thinking of what a number was. Let's put it this way, if a brother has less than 20 base melee defense at level 11, he is gonna struggle. Of course. 69. Just remember though that all defense above 40 gets reduced by 25%. You don't see it, but I'm pretty sure the game calculates it that way. I read that in the wiki the other day. Double headshot. Unlucky. And I've been playing so much Urtuk, I just saw that and I go, oh god, no, oh no, backstab. I want that shield. Nah, it's fine. I should actually keep an eye on these ruins that are in the area. We might even find a champion. I don't think I've found a single champion yet. Like an undead champion with a nice named fighting axe would be wonderful. 87. Shot. No, Wilfert. That's doubly devastating when you have someone with reach advantage. They only go and miss their bloody attack. What are these hits, man? 40% hit chances. Are we gonna get 2 fighting axes out of this? Wonderful. I need 5 in total, I think. Damn it. Damn, zombies are tough. Oh shit, Ulfit's low level, isn't he? Oh god, we gotta get him out of there. I'm pretty sure Torkel has rotation. I'm starting to come around to think that the War Brand is just better than the big greatsword in a lot of situations. But being able to attack twice, I really like. Torkel, your defense is 37. Yeah. It's okay. This lad's been a pain in the ass. Oh, should have recovered. Torkel need to shield wall? I don't think so. Ow. May have a problem developing on the southern flank. Okay, no, never mind. We're grand. Still. I think we got... oh, that's the flail. Two-handed axe. Yes, there it is. There's the fighting axe. Okay, that's one thing that's worth noting. If you drop your own shield on the ground and a zombie rises up from that spot, it'll nick your shield. Cheeky cunt. Yeah, the arrows. Okay, we gotta fight some big lads. Get some leather. Point blank. Okay, he's got full hit points. Didn't realize that. Whew. I actually doubt that we're going to get this weapon because he's been attacking with it a lot. Are we damaging it? That miss helps. Oh, headshot. Nice. Oh, baby. That is 9,000 gold worth of weapons right there. In a random crypt. 2 fighting axes. Excellent. Dagger lad. Yep, that's fine. Axe and bandages. Yeah, the scale armor I wouldn't even bother with. 36 max fatigue. That's poo-poo. I'll just sell it. But where are the normal heaters? Do we not have any normal heaters for super? There's one. I wonder if one of those fucking zombies actually nicked one of my heaters. This is great though. Now even my shield breakers can have fighting axes. Upgrade. Oh yeah, yeah. I'd still be selling it. That is for certain. Where is it? This 240 for 36, 240 for 36. In this playthrough, I've been trying to repair anything that's worth more than a stack of tools. Speaking of tools, 98 tools needed. Yeesh. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I need to stop. Got a big old day of work tomorrow ahead of us. Armored Wiedergängers and honor guards. There's no weapon types really I want from the honor guards. I don't need that fighting axe. We have plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And those are rubbish. That could be interesting, but the thing is, like, ugh. I feel like dogs would become so important because you'd have to, well, if you fight an enemy mercenary band, you're going to know pretty much immediately whether you have a chance of beating them or not. And it'll be a lot of, you know, very skilled players power leveling in those first few days. And you won't be able to speed time up, so it'll be fucking dreary as all hell to play. What can I do with a parched skin? Like, it's taking up so much space in my inventory. I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, 2 of each. That's as low as I dare to go. Actually, that's only 3 days worth. Ugh, I've sold too much. Right, we have 3 days worth of money. Let's go get paid. This is going to be the first time that I've got a full set of lads with backups, all at level 11 before they've got tier 3 weapons. I mean, there is an element of luck to it as well, to be fair. A shit ton of legionaries. Well, gentlemen, Let's see here. Let's go for the Legionaries protocol. Which is ranged weapons can go bye-bye. Axes in the center of the formation. You know what? Why don't I send these two to flank, and then yeah, we've got 4 axes in the middle, and we just crunch straight through all their shields. What the hell? Let's get through this fight. Why not? We fight during the day. I'm just superstitious of fighting undead at night. Ugh. Sucks. So one of you asked me earlier, how do I so routinely get through to first crisis and whatnot? Like what I'm doing exactly now. This is a factor of experience. It's looking at the setup, knowing what I want to do. I want to flank, and then looking at the terrain and knowing that the terrain would absolutely ruin me in this fight. So you just back up, get to the flat ground, let them come to you. It's a bit more dull. It's going to take a bit longer now to get the fight going. But hey, that's what you have to do. Like, for quite a big portion of the game, if let's say it's like day sub 100, and I'm up against raiders or any enemy that has archers, and you're in hilly terrain, you see what the terrain looks like. If you don't have favorable terrain, just reload. Or run away and engage again, although leaving and then re-engaging ruins your morale. You'll start to recognize fights where if you don't have the terrain in your favor, it's just going to be a nightmare. I should start running these two down to the south. Let the enemy come in and these two loop around. Good time to reform the lads here, because we're kind of all mixed up now. So giving these legionaries with their pikes high ground to stab down from. Super dangerous, super scary. Maybe we'll back up for one more turn. The enemy's battle line is flattening, which is interesting. I'm thinking if we had pressed forward and fought them on uneven ground, they would be dead brothers right now. Even so, we still got to be respectful. There's 18 of these fuckers. But at least with the axes, we can make short work of those shields. Ooh, ah. This is one more turn of waiting. So on the following turn, if we just make everyone wait, they come towards us, we should be good. Bless these legionaries. You can always rely on them to just move forward stupidly. The northern flank looks like it's going to be a struggle. Which is actually perfect because all my damage is sitting here in the bottom and these two greatsword lads. Yes, and they get to close in on pikemen. Good. It all feels like free damage. really, but that is going to be an issue, though. We're going to have one, two, three lads. At least that's where the heavy armor is. So, okay, all right, mate. Going really rather well, I think. Actually, Super can drop his shield. He's only going to get attacked by potentially one legionary and these lads. Get that extra duelist damage out. I'm loving the war brand. I want to use it more. We all turned done here. It's in 4 turns. Good. Oh, that makes me so happy seeing them raise their shields. It's just a waste of AP from them. Yes. Ow. I do forget my of my frontline lads, the dagger specialist has the least in melee defense. Yes, Britnoth. Uphill hit as well, that was nice. Bodo's in a lot of trouble there. He's surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 attacks. That's 11 attacks coming his way this turn. Ah, defensive work, lads. Ah, oh, damn, should have recovered. Fail. One big thing about this playthrough is giving me an appreciation for tanks. I always undervalued tanks. Not anymore. I'm always going to have at least 2 in any company now. Still, you can't beat the old 2-handed weapon users. Oh, that's so scary. Oh, those pike dodges. You see what I mean about having a whole bunch of brothers that are all axe specialists? Like in these kind of fights, if they all, and they have decent accuracy as well, just crunch through the shields and just plow forward. Damn it. What is the correct number of tanks for a 12-man setup? I think at least 2, although maybe 3. Like my 3, I've got them on the outside flanks and 1 right in the center. The 1 right in the center, I intended to give him taunt, but I never ended up finding space in my perk leveling for taunt. The idea of having taunt in the center of the formation was to take heat off the sword duelist and dagger specialist to that guy's side. But maybe the center of the formation can just be, you know, a bunch of dagger specialists and or duelists. Outstanding. Well done, men. Well fought. Outstanding. And we got 5,000 gold for that, and that wasn't even that tough a fight at all. Excellent. Mm, 80, 78, 50. His stats are looking good for level 6. He's wearing heavy armor. So just keep throwing up that fatigue. What does he need as a... I mean, no matter how big his armor, his fatigue is, he is going to need recover. He's going to be swinging and splitting multiple times a turn. Who needs to be leveled still? You need to be leveled. Okay, cool. So, got a bunch of lads that are already quite high level. Like that and like that. Boom and boom. We've got a great sword user, level 7. Let's actually give him a great sword. Ufert will get there. I don't actually know whether that's worth repairing, but let's say it is. Sorry, Sondheim. We're not getting paid to kill those. Ooh, that's cheap. We'll take that. And promptly run out of money. I like how their prices have remained low despite getting raided by zombies. Ooh, 2 sets of paint. Yes, please. This is very important work, making sure all the shields are painted the same color. Do I waste paint on a undead shield? You can't. Okay. It's an interesting little detail. I think I'm coming down or something. We said weapons-wise, we want to get a Shamshir and a Noble Sword for Super Duper Noob, our Duelist. We have the 2 top-tier crossbows. Eventually we want 4, but I don't think I'm going to buy 2 more tier 3 crossbows. I'll probably just wait till the 3rd crisis. And then just take them off the corpses of some unfortunate soldiers. You gain Noble Tunic. Good boy. One day I want the dog to come bring me a nice legendary weapon. No, no, no. Leave us alone. Cash money. 5,000. You must be out of your mind. Hello, hello. 256 for 18. That's pretty cool. And with a name like Captain Swank. Sehr gut. Okay, we've done almost 3.5 hours. I think that is a pretty damn good session. 4:30, that's too expensive. Take a little break there. Okay, when we come back for the next stream, what is today? Wednesday. Thursday, tomorrow is Urtuk. Friday and Saturday I'm off. Sunday we will Battle Brothers again. I don't know if I'm going to do any offline grinding between now and then. If I do, it'll be just to get the remaining greatsword guys and the one shield breaker up to level 11. Then once we have a full stack of level 11s, we can start taking on the Witch's Hut and the Kraken. There you go. Actually, I should update my map seed command. Can any of you mods please update the exclamation mark? Actually, no, don't bother. Not for this playthrough. RYXJOGMLII. But this is a crap seed. I still think if you, the best seed we've ever had is the one for the current command, which is the damage ink. What is it? Map seed. Yeah, that one. KQI. That's still the best seed I've ever had. In terms of making money, it's got like tools in abundance. The very best southern trading route I've ever come across. It was amazing. My friends, thanks for watching. I shall see you all tomorrow night for some more Urtuk, and then Sunday for some more Battle Brothers. Before you know it, it's going to be time for the DLC. Looking forward to it.